And welcome back to Ozarks Live. We're lucky enough today to be talking with Reverend Ernest Gardner on my far right and Reverend Michael T. Hansen from First and Calvary Presbyterian Church. Thank you, gentlemen, first of all, for being here.
Thank you.
The reason you're here is because a big event that has been part of, Springfield, the Ozarks for so many years is kind of being put on hold right now. Why don't you fill me in on those details, first of all?
Michael, why don't you go ahead and lead that?
Thank you. Yes, I've been at First and Calvary for 3 years, and one of the events that I heard about right when I came to town was Christmas dinner for those alone. And the story goes about 39 years ago, there was a gentleman in the church who said, let's host a Christmas meal for people in our community that don't have anywhere to go. And not just a meal, but the environment, the home-cooked meal with all the fixings. And that's been going on at First and Calvary for close to 40 years. The idea took off, and what's so beautiful about this event is that it's really pulled people from all across the city. We have community partners that have helped with kitchen equipment and smoking the turkeys, and volunteers of over 100 people from different churches.
It wouldn't happen without the volunteers.
That's right.
Definitely not.
And of course, you're talking about dinner. You can find dinner a lot of different places. It's really more than just the food, though.
I mean, that's part of our Christian tradition. If you think about it, as communion is at the heart, the sacrament of the Lord's Supper is very much at the heart of it. And in the Reformed tradition, we don't use leavened bread necessarily. We'll use small bits of bread, or lately we've been using the kind of communion where you just tear off, and it's that easy to use
very
cup.
Communal.
And so it's really not on the food, as you say. It's really about the presence and
the gathering together.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what are you going to be doing, this holiday season? Because again, this is a touchstone for many people during the Christmas season.
So I think the idea to move forward is that we wanted to be healthy. We were talking earlier today, and I was referring to the prophet Jeremiah, and he exhorts for the people of God to seek the welfare of the city where you are serving. And so it's important what we do, that we do it in a safe way. We want people to gather and know that they can feel safe. We're distancing ourselves even now in a way that's healthy. But when we gather for worship, we have the opportunity right now. The city has allowed us 50% occupancy, and we've been taking advantage of that. Others are watching by live stream like some of the other congregations are. But right now, the discernment process really came to the understanding while we could make a meal, and maybe we could do a drive-through scenario or something like that, that would really not catch what this event really has been for many years. And so we have a committee that was in charge of that event. They made a recommendation to our session, and the session conferred that indeed we need to postpone for this year. But while we're postponing this year, that does not end what we're going to be doing in the future. And part of that planning for the future is a way of figuring out, we definitely hope to have an end to this pandemic soon with the vaccine and a healing and all this moving forward. But even if that doesn't happen, how can we plan in case we come back to another scenario like this, so that we're learning through this experience? And we may even bring other people into this scenario, not just First and Calvary people or people that we know, but some other resources as well.
So it really is. You have to focus on the word postpone, not canceled, not done, not through. If people are looking for what's going to be happening in the future with this, or of course the other things that First and Calvary is known for, how do they get that information?
The best way, Michael, would you say more about how we're supporting Cross Lines or other groups?
Yes, well, the best way to get information is to go to our website, firstandcalvary.org, and we are holding our 88th candlelight musical service, distanced, with our choir masked on Sunday evening, so we look forward to holding that event. And we've continued to seek to be a partner in the community in the best way that we can, while supporting Cross Lines and Samaritan's Purse and Salvation Army.
First and Calvary. Calvary has been part of the Ozarks for so many years. They continue to be. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Up next, Joy got to hang out with our good friend Bruce Porter over at the Resource Center. Our Money Man is right around the corner. We'll be right back.